What's up, YouTube? You on with me, Treeman for Life. Hadn't shot a video in a while. Had to take a little break, so I decided to shoot a video. I'm chunking down in the oak. You can see it's kind of bare at the 390 with a 20 on it right here, so you can kind of get an idea how big this stump is I'm standing on. Probably about, give or take, that pole got to be at least 20-25. I say give or take about 35-45 foot up at the max. And what I wanted to say today was sometimes you can see here how I got all those chunks. Now I know it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but most of the time, I know sometimes we can square rig to get it down. There's many ways. We use block, sling, tackle, whatever you use, speed line to get these chunks down. But sometimes, if you get the homeowner's permission, and really just let the homeowner know it's kind of soft out here after the rain. So really anything that hit, you can kind of see how muddy it is over here. And we went through with some grass seed and everything, took 1-2 trees down and one over here, and then now this one. So you can kind of let them know that, hey, there's going to be a little yard damage you can see right here, and there's more spots. But for the most part, it's really good to be able just to chunk it down. I mean, worst case scenario, sometimes cheaper just to put the grass seed than to take all the time it takes to rig down. But either way you can do it, however, but it's a good idea to get a really good scope of everything, and then get their permission and just let them know, hey, it might be some things in the yard, but I'll take care of it, fill it in, seed it, and be done in this situation with it being so wet in the yard. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to it. I got finished chunking this down. And one other thing too, man, I just realized this, I've been climbing all this time, and you can see now a lot of people don't do this, but the way I've been climbing, it's almost like the dual cinder that Rock Exotica makes, but I use 2 of these now, and I use them on the same D-ring. Now, a lot of people don't do. They like to say use 1 per D-ring, but I use 2 now because it's easier. Like, say if I need to let off one of them, I can, and I can advance my line. But also on top of that, okay, I keep my blade close if I have to cut this in the case of the tree split. Now we try to watch out, guys. We never can tell when the tree's gonna do what it's gonna do, but the rope bridge is a blessing when it comes to this. But that's why I like the hitch climber pulley, and I like to use it like this too, because they call this the circle of death right here. This is the circle of death because your body's right here, trees right here, tree splits, boom, you're crushed. And this'll lock you in, because you see I'm not going nowhere when I lean back. I'm actually shaking. So what this does, and granted, it's still one of them things that's going to take some time to get yourself free, and you might still get hurt up, but it might save you the trouble of being squished, or really squished really hard, really fast if it barber chaired or whatever the tree might do. But you kind of just lock the circle of death in low right here. You can see how I did it. It's got a little, just my normal climbing line with the squabbers showing it. A lot of people use other hitches, but see, if this tree split, it'll split, and that hitch climber pulley will lock that circle of death in for me long enough to free myself right here. Of course, we hope you get that time to go ahead and free yourself, and then you'll be able to try to get free, or you might fall, but hopefully not die from the injuries that you'll sustain if it barber chaired or if it split. So that's a little tidbit. This is my first time really. I was on the forum, and I heard about guys doing that. Some guys who use straps around the tree as they chunk it down, depending on what they're in. But this is an oak. You can sit here and see how together it is. I mean, even though you never can tell, there's a little split right there, but you never can tell. But likely most of the time these don't split like that. But you do have the rare exception and rare occasion. But that's why I like 2 for the simple fact it's easy for me to stabilize. I get kind of like vertigo up here. You see the wind's blowing. So it's about 7, 8 to 10 miles per hour today. So it's just it ain't too bad. But anyways, but I sometimes get almost like seasick even after all these years. At first it didn't happen to me, but you guys know who've been climbing for a while. Y'all understand how that is. But just always remember that. But that's why I like using that hitch climber pulley on the bridge, because it'll lock in that circle of death. It'll be pulling against these carabiners. So hopefully it'll buy me enough time to either get down if I have another rope, or use the rest of this rope to get down, or whatever the situation, cut this and fall free. All right, you on with me, Treeman for Life. Peace out. It's beautiful out here too, y'all. Check that out. It's a beautiful day to be cutting. Springtime, end of March here. All right, back to work.